In this short audio, I am going to discuss with you my 3 A's of my 12-step care system to Healthformation. I created this system because just like you guys would be setting goals, I kind of need my own compass to keep me going north. And at any point where I feel like I'm not going north, I'm going south, I come back to this system which has 12 parts and it's pretty successful. And this is now what I use in my Healthformation program. So this is the 3 A's, which are awareness, action, and accountability. And this is probably one of the main areas of the system. You can use this with anything, whether that's your health and fitness goal, that's your finances, that's work, and relationships. Okay, so the first step is awareness. Now, for example, what I mean by this, okay, whatever it is, life kind of does its thing sometimes. Okay, it takes over, it kind of controls us. Good things happen, but then, bad things happen. And we can be mindful of this or mindless. So let's say, for example, let's keep it health and fitness related. Let's say you're doing really well and you have a bad day for whatever reason, work's tough, and you start eating foods that you probably didn't want to do. You've become reactive through the stress response. So you start eating bad food and then you feel really guilty and it all sort of kind of spirals out of control. Now, it's happened, you just kind of have to accept it. If you don't, you then are going to start to make things worse going forward. So if you are aware of what you've done, that's the first step. When you bring awareness to the situation, you can then just go, right, stop, just going to put the brakes on, let's turn our compass back around, stick it into north. What's happened in the past has gone, let's start moving forward and get back on track with whatever your plan is and the steps that you've agreed that you need to take. All right, so after awareness and you've accepted it, again, you have to then accept what's happened. If you can't move forward, all right? So accept what's happened, all right? Whether that's good or bad. What action can you then take? And this is where you, if you've done your goal setting right, you will have the steps that you need to do for that day and for that week to then move you forward. Okay, it's really important you have these steps. Whenever we create a goal, there must be steps to go forward to, all right? And that's where action comes into play. So the bad things happen, all right, I've accepted it, I need to start doing this step and then that step, and then we're heading north again, okay? And then you've got accountability. So this is where obviously I could come into play as a coach to help you be accountable, certainly at the beginning. But really, what I mean by this is you start to become accountable for your own actions, all right? When you start to have your own accountability system, you really gain control, you become powerful, you have this empowerment about what it is that you want to do. There's many ways that you can do that. Again, obviously, I can help with that, certainly at the beginning, and just give you general guidance and push you in the right direction. But when you start to sort of really take control of this, that's when you get that understanding of what you've got to do. So things like journaling really works here. That's something that I'm a massive believer in now. I do it. People on my Healthformation do it. But I make it clear that it doesn't have to look a certain way. You see a lot of people go, right, this is the journal, this is how it has to look, it's all very formal, and they don't do it for whatever reason. I mean, literally, I've got a book and I just unload my mind on with stuff and just start writing things out. And then I can kind of see if I'm doing the right things or if things that I want to do aren't quite working, because when I write it out, it leaves clues, okay, and I start to connect the dots. All right, so there is my 3 A's: awareness, action, accountability. It's really powerful, really helps you out, certainly in those moments of when things don't seem to be going your way. If you've got any questions on that, fire them my way. I love this stuff and happy to help. All right, guys, speak to you soon.